being such a focus by them? Was it you feeling that you were a little bit off? The system, the setup, the strategy? I mean, based on what you did last year throughout the playoffs versus this year in this series, what specifically made it so dramatically different?
Just some missed shots here and there. I think they did a great job. I think you kind of just leave it at that. But my game's never been about just scoring. It's about everything else, getting stops, getting everybody else involved. Scoring was a little bit low, but it's part of it.
You've been very honest about where your team has stood throughout the course of last season and in the playoffs and this season. At times you said you weren't good enough. At times you said that the guys got together and they played well. When you look at this team now at the end of the season versus the end of last season, do you see enough, or do you feel that maybe more will be needed to get you back to where you were? Thank you.
I mean, we were a completely different team last year with different guys with different skill sets. But you go to war with any and everybody that you have, and you hope for the best because you go out there and you can compete. But yeah, we can be better. We'll get better. But I'm grateful for the opportunity to play with all the guys that I played with this year. Said thank you to each and every one of them just for being in the trenches and competing with me and for me. I wouldn't, I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Thank you.
Next, we go to Tim Reynolds.
Jimmy, everything that you went through this year with the 10 games that you had to miss, back in December, January, whatever it was, what this team went through this year, the testing, all of it. I guess, how will you look back at this year? Will you look back at it fondly, not at all? I guess, how do you summarize it all?
Appreciative that we get to, call this our job, play the game that we love, being around people we enjoy being around. Maybe it'll be a little bit different next year, next season. But for this year, it was fun, man, through the ups and through the downs. Nobody complained. You just go out there and you can compete, play hard. And I think we did that for the most part.
It's weeks from now. It's down the road, of course, but there's decisions to make. There's always decisions to make in the summer. How active will you be in sort of sharing your voice and what you want to see happen?
I don't know. I've got to be active, me, myself, Bam, hell, probably Tyler, some other guys as well. They're going to ask. I think it's going to be our job to be honest. But at the end of the day, that's not our job either. It's whoever we get the opportunity to play with, we got to go out there and compete.
Jimmy, I apologize for one more because I don't know when we'll get a chance to talk to you again. I know you'd rather be playing a game Tuesday. Don't smile at Lissac. Is Tokyo, is that something you'll consider when you decompress from this? Will you think about another Olympics?
That's a good question. That is a very good question. It's not out of my mind just yet. We definitely will see. I don't know. That is a good question. I really don't know.
Thank you.